Hello and a very warm welcome to Dinamalar. Today we have a very special guest all the way from Uttar Pradesh, none other than our Shantanu Gupta. Namaste Shantanu Gupta sir. Vanakkam, welcome
Namaste,
to Chennai.
namaste.
So very proud and privileged to host you on our Dinamalar platform. So let me introduce Mr. Shantanu Gupta first. And he is one of the finest cephologists. Before author, I would introduce him as a cephologist because he predicts everything which is happening very accurately in Uttar Pradesh, and he knows A to Z about what is happening in Uttar Pradesh and what will happen in Uttar Pradesh politics. And he is author of The Monk Who Transferred Uttar Pradesh, The Monk Who Transferred the UP Governance, and the Bharatiya Janata Party, Past, Present and the Future. Very proud to have you on our show, Shantanu Gupta sir. Welcome to Chennai as well as welcome to Dinamalar. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and being here.
I think first of all, vanakkam to all the viewers of Dinamalar. It's a lovely city, just one day here, but I'm saying I'm enjoying it. So thank you for having me in the channel.
Okay, sir. Sir, let me talk about Mr. Yogi Adityanath as well as his model, which you have written a book and you have been deliberately speaking about all these things across the nation. Even apart from this nation, you have been speaking. Let us speak about what he has done during his mud days. How Yogi Adityanath has formed during his mud days, because we can see him how he has been tremendously working on all those things. From your words, tell us some points to what he has done during his mud days, sir.
I think this will be a good interview to introduce Yogi Adityanath, the true form of Yogi Adityanath, to the people of Tamil Nadu. And through my two books, which are written in English, this is the second book, The Monk Who Transformed Uttar Pradesh. This is the book on what he did in the last 5 years.
Okay.
But the previous book, The Monk Who Became Chief Minister, that's his life. And there's a whole section which covers his mutt life. And very fortunately, that book is available in Tamil also. It's available, yeah. So I don't have the copy now, that's available in Tamil. I think very interestingly, Dharma, at the age of 22, he was studying in first year of MSc in Rishikesh, and he left to take sannyas.
Okay.
And that itself, can you imagine a 20, 21, 22-year-old boy wearing jeans shirt like a normal college boy? He has friends, and all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, there are a series of events happened with him that he got so inspired that he said, now for the rest of my life, I have to give it to the country, I have to give it to the dharma.
Okay.
I'm saying to all your viewers, I'm thinking a 21, 22-year-old boy who has all the materialistic stimulus around, right? And then he says no, and quite away. He was in Uttarakhand, and Gorakhpur is like far away from them. Exactly. And he decides because he was super inspired by his guru Mahanta Vednath.
Okay.
And then at the age of 22, he becomes a sannyasi, a Nathpanthi sannyasi, a very ascetic sect of sannyas in India, and he becomes a sannyasi.
Okay.
In fact, in the sannyas ceremony, Ashok Singhal ji was there. VHP's Ashok Singhal ji was there.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Right. That picture I produced in my book. And then Mahanta Vednath passed on his spiritual legacy to Yogi Adityanath. So from Ajay Singh Bist of Uttarakhand, he became Yogi Adityanath of Gorakhpur.
Okay.
Right? So that's one. Your particular question, what he did in a mutt, right? So first of all, he became a sannyasi at the age of 22. And a very interesting anecdote, which is away from your question. When he went there, he did not tell his parents. He said, I'm doing for some job or some college, right? Those days, rural parents also not very bothered much, right? They said, he might be here for a job or some studies. Because the mutt was so famous, it got published in the newspaper, some chota English newspaper, right? And the father read in the news, oh, my son is a sannyasi now. And he took the next train, went there and saw, oh my God, the son is shaved off, he's in sannyasi clothes. And his guru was not there in town. He settled them, gave them water, some food, and made them talk to his guru.
Okay.
You know what the guru told? That statement is amazing. Guru told, you have 7 children. He has 7 siblings, right?
Okay.
You have 7 children. Can you donate me 1 child for the service of the nation, for the service of the dharma? After that, his father told me, I was answerless. I can't say anything. And after that, from that day, his parents also started calling him Maharajji.
Okay.
Right? They don't call him Ajay, they don't call him Yogi, they say Maharajji, like the other disciples say. What he did, he added, the mutt was also not only doing religious activities, but doing a lot of social activities.
Oh, great.
He increased that realm, right? A lot of how all the people of all the caste can come and do a food together. How lot of Nashabandi programs like leaving liquor programs can be started. So he added a super layer of social work on the dharmic work and the political work that the Mutt and the Mutt peoples are involved into. And he made it super aggressive.
Okay.
If you see his typical schedule in a day, the schedule was like he gets up at 4 o'clock, takes a round of the whole Mutt, feeds the cows in the morning, 300-400 cows, then goes back, do his daily puja, everything, then comes down, take a Janta Darbar every day. 300-400 people access him every day.
Okay.
And he's not even a chief minister then.
Okay.
I'm telling you, in those days when he was not a chief minister. Some Mulayam Singh Yadav, Mayawati, Akhilesh is chief minister. But people used to come to him to solve getting his problem solved.
Okay.
And these people, Dharma, are not coming from some petrol station or some contract. They're coming like, I've not got my scholarship, I've not got my pension, police is not completing my complaint, right? And he was sorting all of it as if he's the chief minister.
Chief minister.
Right?
Right
And
from his Mutt days also, he is solving all those people's problems.
before he was not even MP.
Okay.
He became MP after 4 years. When he
Okay.
was 26 in 1998. He
Yeah.
was not even a member of parliament, but he was into social work. So
Okay.
that was like kind of ingrained in his personality.
Okay.
That I have to solve the problem of the people. Earlier, Mutt was the lever, then politics became a lever.
Okay.
So yeah, that
Okay,
was his
okay.
Mutt days.
So I think Yogi Adityanath is one of the youngest chief minister to become a member of parliament, right from his direct days to Mutt to
Right.
directly to the parliament.
Parliament.
What made him the chief minister actually? Because he was not at all a minister of state even while he was serving his parliament. He was continuously in parliament for I think 25 years, if I'm not wrong.
Almost 19
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
What made him to directly made him as a chief minister, sir?
See, who will be the next chief minister, president candidate, vice president candidate in today's BJP? No media wala can guess,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Even the Xerox paper don't get leaked. Earlier, remember, in earlier days, journalists used to decide, oh, Gulam, he's becoming that, oh, that. Right? Remember those days, those
Even
videos?
it is popular in Tamil Nadu also.
Exactly. So, earlier, journalists used to decide who will become what, but now you can't get leaked. So, I don't know, literally, that why he became. But I can tell you what might be the reason.
Okay.
You have to ask Narendra Modi ji or Amit Shah ji why he became what he became.
I think
right?
he was one of
But
the
again,
youngest member in the list because
yeah, so
Rajnath
I'll
was
tell
there.
you what might be the 4 or 5 reasons,
Okay.
right? When he became the chief minister in 2017, he already has spent 19 years in the parliament.
Okay.
And how old was he?
40,
After
44.
spending 19 years in parliament, he's only 44. Can you imagine that? Because he became the youngest parliamentarian at the age of 26 in 1998. 98 he became a parliamentarian, 99 he became a parliamentarian, 2004 he became a parliamentarian, 2009 and 2014. When BJP was not doing good, when 2004 and 2009, we know BJP was routed, right? Even then he is winning his election with exponential margins. So that's reason number one. That he is in parliament for 19 years, and who are his gurus? From whom is he learning? From his guru Amahinda Vednath, from Atal Bihari Vajpayee, from Lal Krishna Advani, from Sushma Swaraj, from Pramod Mahajan. They were the colleagues in the parliament. He has seen almost 5 parliaments. He has seen people come and go out. He has seen governments, multiple bills have passed. His performance in parliament is amazing in attendance, in number of question asked, in number of private member bills, in number of debates. If you compare his performance with Rahul Gandhi, oh my God, I did my comparison in previous book. Something like Rahul Gandhi's attendance is 45%, his attendance is 85%.
Okay.
Rahul Gandhi asked 0 questions in the parliament, he asked 300 questions in the parliament.
Okay.
Rahul Gandhi participated in 7 debates, he participated in 57 debates. And Yogi Adityanath is asking questions to his own government, own BJP government.
Okay.
Rahul Gandhi is who should be asking questions is not asking. So second thing, he's a very performing parliamentarian.
Okay.
Third thing, on the field, as I told you, he's doing daily Janta Darbar with 200-300 people.
Even
Daily
after he became an MP also.
After became MP.
Okay.
After became MP, the Janta Darbar became bigger.
Okay.
Right? And then he used to go to 10 villages, 15 villages every day. Right? So that's number 3. Number 4, you will say, okay, all of this is fine, but he doesn't know how to do administration, right? Because he has, you also said, he's never been even a minister.
Yeah.
Not even a minister stayed in the state, not in the center. Does he have administrative capacity? First of all, he knows how the laws are being passed. He has seen so many laws got passed in 19 years. Then as a head of the Mutt runs some 43 different large institutions,
Okay.
like a college which has 6,000 students,
Okay.
like a hospital which has 500 beds, right? A nursing college, Ayurvedic college, whatnot, right? So he is running them like a CEO, like a chief executive officer from the last 20 years, right? So all of them combined, and a yogi.
Okay.
And a yogi with no distractions, with no corruption charge, with no money to be earned for father, mother, sister, brother. So no distractions in
No
life.
family.
A yogi, 19 years trained in the parliament, understands governance, understand and very interesting, understand Indian culture.
Okay.
He is one of the rare breed I should say, who has studied a modern education. He did his BSc and MSc first year.
Great.
And a traditional Indian Vedic dharmic education.
Okay.
Right? He is one of the very rare combination who is available in the Indian polity, right? So I think thinking all of this, right? I think he is being made the chief minister.
Okay. So there has been many rumors we heard from that too from Tamil Nadu. We heard a lot that he will not be made the chief minister for the second time if at all BJP wins with a good margin like that. What made him to win actually for the second time? Because we have seen that I think from Delhi's point of view, we see a different kind of Uttar Pradesh from here. So what made him to win for the second time also? What are the things which he has done for the past 5 years? Right. Please explain us for our viewers in a detailed manner, sir.
Yeah, in fact, the whole book is that what he did in 5 years, but I try to encapsulate this in 5 points. I think first of all, his personal proprietary. He added a huge sense of non-corruptibility in the administration, right? Compared to previous administration. Previous administration was known for corruption, known for nepotism, right?
Okay.
So he added that extra confidence in people that this guy cannot go corrupt. I'll give you 1 or 2 examples. First example is very interesting. The first file that came to him when he became the chief minister, his officers brought him a file that which luxury car shall we buy for you. He said, why we need a luxury car? No, that's the way it is. When Mayawati came, she made us buy a 1 crore, 1.5 crore rupees big luxury car. When Akhilesh Yadav came, he made us buy 7 crore rupees, 2 Mercedes and then bulletproofing and all of that. So that's the tradition. New chief minister comes, a new luxury car comes. He said, I'm not here to buy luxury cars. I'm here to create luxuries for the people.
Okay.
Not for myself.
Okay.
So, but you want to spend money? To the officer, he said, okay, do one thing. Use the same car which previous chief minister was using. Just go and buy a 250 rupees saffron color towel and put it on the chair on the car where I will sit, because saffron color will remind me of tyag. Saffron color will remind me of sacrifice every day, that I got this chair, the chair of the car or chair of the chief minister, not to earn luxuries for me, but to provide luxuries to the people.
Okay.
Can you think like any chief minister, any human being can do this on the car? Let the car is coming. If the car is coming, let it come, right? Multiple such examples. From VP Singh's time, there was a tradition in UP that UP's minister's tax and chief minister's income tax will be paid by the government.
Okay.
From last 40 years, this rule was there. He saw the rule, he strike it in one go. He said, no. When my 4th grade employee can pay his tax, when people of Uttar Pradesh can pay tax, why ministers and chief ministers cannot pay tax? He removed that law. Then Supreme Court said that all ex-chief ministers have to vacate the house. Okay. He made sure that within 2 weeks, from Rajnath Singh ji from his party, from Kalyana Singh ji from his party, and Akhilesh Yadav from another party, Mayawati, all has to vacate their chief minister's home.
Okay.
Everyone vacated nicely, but for Akhilesh Yadav. Okay. I'm sure you must have. He has taken the taps and oh my God, how ugly he made it. He taken the taps, the tiles, he broke the whole house as if some ransack happened, right? So I think then when people saw this comparison, that someone, and if you see the house where Akhilesh Yadav lives now, oh my God, it's like a palace, white palace. I don't know from where he got that money. Someone, and if you see his ancestral house, it's like a 2-room house in a village where a car cannot go, you can just go in a bike. If you just see, the people have realized that this person is working for the people of Uttar Pradesh, and other chief ministers worked for their wealth, their vehicle, their income tax, all of that. This is the first differentiator. Second differentiator was law and order.
Okay.
Law and order, right? Because law and order, you can't imagine Uttar Pradesh
was very strict in that.
You can't just male, female, you can't walk out after dark and because of that, investment was not coming. So he made sure, he did multiple things. He hired extra police, he did a recruitment, 1.5 lakh police fellows, used a lot of technology, made sure all the history cheaters are on jail, whoever has on the illegal property, illegal land, taken all of that, the bulldozer Baba he became, right?
Exactly.
He did all of that. And the third thing was the distribution of government policies.
Okay.
All the policies that Narendra Modi made, right? Narendra Modi made brilliant policies, but someone has to implement it, right?
Exactly.
Your chief minister, I keep hearing, is not implementing that. He thinks if I implement Narendra Modi's policy, Narendra Modi will become popular in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Right? That's why Yogi Adityanath made sure that all policies of Narendra Modi or his own policies are reaching to the last person, as Deen Dayal Upadhyay ji said, or as Mahatma Gandhi said. Think of the last person in the row.
Okay.
So that's why in UP we say he won the election because of Shasan and Ration.
Okay.
Shasan means law and order, and Ration not only means PDS and food grains, means all the government schemes. Okay. So these are the 3-4 things I think that pulled the
So
election.
you
for
are
him.
confident before the election that Yogi
I think
Adityanath will come back and
in multiple channels, my recordings are there. I said
I
between
know that.
270 to 275, and
Okay.
BJP got 272.
Okay.
Right.
So okay. So here we have a say that the Dravidian model should India should follow a Dravidian model, which is a famous say here. And you are promoting the UP model of governance and UP model over there in your books and your speeches wherever you go. So what do you think? What model will sustain in future? Whether it is a Dravidian model or the UP model, what model will sustain? And at one point of time, they keep saying that Yogi Adityanath will become prime minister in one day in the Indian politics. So what kind of model will sustain? Do you think so?
I think first of all, you have to educate me what is a Dravidian model, because I keep hearing your chief minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, that for everything he says a Dravidian model.
Okay.
Sometimes some government schemes become a Dravidian model. Sometimes the Iftar party becomes a Dravidian model. I don't know what is a Dravidian model. To my understanding, they are using Dravidian model to cut India into North India and South India, to pay caste politics, to pay identity politics. So I think Dravidian model has almost become a camouflaging name for divisive politics. Right? UP politics is governed by the statement that Narendra Modi has given a couple of years ago, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. If an expressway is made, a Hindu will go, a Christian will go, a Sikh will go, a Muslim will go. Right? UP had 2 airports, now it has multiple airports. You can fly into small cities, you can fly into Bareilly, Gorakhpur, Banaras, Prayagraj. You can fly in from Chennai and come back within a day. It was not possible 5 years back. So I think his model has 2-3 elements. One is earlier the tourism of Uttar Pradesh started from Taj Mahal, ended in Taj Mahal.
Okay.
Right? Now tourism of Uttar Pradesh is Kashi. Tourism of Uttar Pradesh is Prayagraj Kumbh. Right, where people from Harvard also came. Tourism of Uttar Pradesh is Gorakhpur. Tourism of Uttar Pradesh is Buddhist circuit. Tourism of Uttar Pradesh is Mathura.
Okay.
That's the real culture of India and Uttar Pradesh. So that's one. That rooted to your core and distribute the government policies without any corruption. No tolerance to corruption and rooted to your culture. That's UP model.
Okay.
So which is working for
UP.
This is going to go into.
So I think you didn't answer one of my questions. So do you think that one day Yogi Adityanath will make a Prime Minister of India? What time do you assume that he will make a Prime Minister of India, sir?
See, I think currently Narendra Modi for next decade, he looks so hale and hearty and healthy.
Exactly.
We should not even think of next options.
Okay.
Right.
I think Yogi is also under 50, right?
Yeah, he's 49
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm saying let's think like what is the current leader? Current leadership of Narendra Modi is so strong and he looks so fit, right?
Okay.
That people don't even talk about his age.
Okay.
Whenever he goes, took the stairs of the aeroplane, he runs so fast. He looks like as if like a 24 years old is running the stairs. So I think first of all, we don't need any option. But yeah, Narendra Modi has very smartly, with a vision, has created a set of leaders.
Okay.
Right? And it has a huge range. It has Amit Shah ji, it has Yogi Adityanath, it may have Smriti Irani, it may have Devendra Fadnavis, it may have K. Annamalai, it has Hemant Biswa. He has created a gamut of young leaders, right, which was not available. These guys were not famous 4, 5, 10 years back. Now their administrative ability is proven. Now their electoral ability is proven, right? And I think this is very nice that BJP runs on meritocracy,
Okay.
right? At that point, whenever Narendra Modi wants to take sannyas from politics, there are 5, 6, 7, 10 options.
Okay.
And whoever will be suitable that time. But yeah, Yogi Adityanath also has a very strong CV. By the time he will complete the second term as UP Chief Minister, he will be only 53.
Okay.
And by the time he will be 19 years parliamentarian, 2 terms UP Chief Minister, UP being like a population of 24 crores, almost like a 6th largest country in the world, right? And a very successful Chief Minister and electorally relevant from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari.
Okay.
Right? When I went to Karnataka, people come to his rally. The people who don't even understand Hindi, they come to his rallies just to look at him. So he's extremely popular. So he's also one of the, I think, right candidate. But again, the time will tell.
Okay. So we have to wait for the time, as you said. So thank you so much, Shantanu Gupta ji, for coming all the way here and giving us a brief interview about how Uttar Pradesh got transformed during the regime of Yogi Adityanath. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We will meet in yet another good show. As you said, we will meet before 2024 elections also, or else 2027 elections also. So thank you so much for your time.
Beautiful. Namaste.
Thank you, my dear friends. We will meet in yet another good show. I will take a leave. Bye.